everybody, welcome back to the Reading Club. So today we are going to read about the chapter Don't Talk. Okay, why should we don't talk? I don't know what is this chapter about, so let's read about it. Let's start. Tommy Smith lived with his father and mother in a lovely little house. Tommy had everything a child could want. So Tommy, if I assume this is Tommy because it's a little child, why is Tommy so sad in this picture? Because right here, Tommy had everything a child could want. If Tommy had everything a child could want, why is Tommy so upset? There was a beautiful garden at the back of the house. In it, there was a swing and a slide and a climbing frame. There was even a tree house for young Tommy to play in. Okay, that's a lot of things. I would be very happy that I have a lot of things. So, let's read more. Tommy had his own room in which there was a large box of toys. He also had a shiny new bicycle, which he kept in the shed in the garden. And the lucky boy also had a pet, a beautiful cat called Smudge. Okay, so he had a cat. I love cats personally. Tommy was a lucky boy, but was he happy? No, he was not, as you shall find out. The sad thing was, Tommy was cross easily from time to time. He got him into trouble. It got him into trouble. Okay. One day, Tommy got cross with his mother. I don't want to talk to you, shouted Tommy. He stomped upstairs into his bedroom. Nobody should talk to their mother like that. Like screaming at your mother? I have never screamed at my mother because that is just disrespectful. Tommy, what are you doing? He stomped upstairs to his bedroom, slamming the door. What rude behavior. I agree. That is rude behavior right there. In the evening, Tommy's father came home from the office. Tommy's mother said, I think you should talk to young Tommy. He has not been a very good boy today. Mrs. Smith told Mr. Smith what had happened. Mr. Smith sighed and then went up to talk to Tommy. So if you don't know the meaning of sighed, it's like breathe in and then out in disappointment, like that is what sighed means. Let's continue. Come on, Tommy, said Mr. Smith. You cannot keep quiet for so long. You must talk to your mother. You must talk to me. But Tommy did not say a word. He just sat on his bed and stared on at the ceiling. He often did this, so his father left him alone. Well, asked Mrs. Smith when Tommy's father returned. It's no use, replied Mr. Smith. He won't talk to me. In the morning, Tommy ate his breakfast in silence. He went off to school without saying a word. What shall I do with him, sighed Mrs. Smith. In the evening, Tommy came home and went straight to his room. Once or twice he came into the kitchen and stood near his mother. As you can see in this picture, he is in the mother. His mother is in the kitchen and he is near her. So, yeah. She thought he was going to say something, but each time he said nothing and went away quickly. Okay, that's weird, Tommy. Mrs. Smith smiled. When Mr. Smith came home, she told him about Tommy. I think he wanted to talk to me, she told Mr. Smith. But he is still cross. At dinner, Mr. and Mrs. Smith kept quiet. Tommy kept quiet too. They were waiting to see who would be the first to talk. No one said anything, and dinner passed in silence. After the meal, Tommy went to his room. Mr. and Mrs. Smith washed the dishes and watched television for a while. Okay, let's continue. Then Mrs. Smith went to see if Tommy was all right. It was past his bedtime, so he should have been asleep. She looked into his room. Tommy was sleeping. Mrs. Smith went to turn off his bedside light. She saw a note on his bedside table. It said, "Mother, there is a school trip to the lake and fort tomorrow. Wake me up at 7 a.m. Tommy." So this is a note that Tommy read. Tommy has written for his mother. In the morning, Tommy woke up when he heard Smudge scratching on at his door. He sat up and yawned. Daylight was coming through a gap in the curtains. "What time is it?" said Tommy to himself. He leaped up and looked at his watch. 8 o'clock, wailed Tommy. "Oh no! I've missed the bus and the trip with my friends." Tommy stamped his feet. He was very cross. "It's her fault," cried Tommy. "I shall go and shout at Mother." You should never shout at your mother because she cares for you, she loves you, and that's just disrespectful. I asked her to wake me, and she didn't. Tommy went to his bedside table to take the note to show his mother. He found another note next to his own. It said, "Tommy, wake up. It's 7 a.m. Mother." Oh my god. His mother just outsmarted him. So, that was a very funny story. So, guys, thank you for watching my video. And don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you. Bye.